Hey everybody, happy Thursday. I'm glad you're here to do some drawing with me. And you notice I knew what day it was. I said it was Thursday. And I don't know about you, but to me, every day seems kind of like it was the same as yesterday. I don't know what day it is. They're all blending together. It could be today, it could be tomorrow. In fact, I was thinking about telling a time traveling joke, but you all didn't like it, so I'm not going to do that. Alrighty, how about we do some drawing? We're going to start with a you draw it. Now, remember, you draw it is when you get yourselves a pencil, a pen, a stick, a chopstick, a little toothpick, and dip it in some ink, a crayon. It doesn't matter. Get whatever you like. We're going to draw together. And I'll do a little line, then you follow along line by line until suddenly you have a drawing. All right. Now, this drawing we're doing today was actually by request. Somebody had mentioned this animal to me, and I thought, I'd like to draw that animal. So here's what you're going to do. Now, like a lot of these drawings, you start out with a line, and it just goes like this. Straight across a little bit like that, and then just stop. All right. And now I want you to do that line again, like kind of double it. All right. And now we have a line that's pretty straight, and that's where we're going to stop for a moment. Now, about halfway from that line, I want you to just make a little mark like that. And see how I'm drawing it kind of at an angle? It's not straight down like this. It's kind of like that. All right. Okie dokie. Now, here comes a bit of a curve. Are you ready? I'm going to start out here. I'm going to curve down like that. And then I'm just going to stop. Everybody with me so far? Am I going too fast? I'll look at the chat. You can always make comments in the chat and tell me, Kyle, you're going too fast. Slow down, buddy. All right. Or you can tell me, Kyle, you're going too slowly. And then I'll speed up. All right, now here we go. I'm going to make this line out here just a little bit longer. It looks a little short to me, so I'm just going to do that. I'm going to just make it a little longer. That feels about right to me. Okay, does anybody know what we're drawing? It's very early on, but if you have any guesses, go ahead and let me know. I can always check and see. I have no idea, says somebody. Well, we'll figure it out. Now watch this. I'm going to start here at the very end on the left here, and watch this. I'm just going to go zip like that, and then I'm going to stop. All right, next I'm going to take this line I did over here, and I'm going to continue it and draw it down about this far. Leave it right there. And now I'm going to interrupt it. I'm going to interrupt it. And here we go. There's a line that's just going to cut out like that, stop about there. Little interruption. And you know our friend the C curve, right? Well, here comes the C curve. Watch this. C curve. Oh my goodness sakes, people already got what I was doing. Twee, good job. You are correct. It is a penguin. And is that you, Marin? Out there, Marin, you said bird. You're right, a penguin is a bird. Well, let's carry on with this penguin drawing. Are you ready? Now, this line we had right here, we're going to do the big long line carrying down. Are you ready? We're going to go past this, which is that little flipper, right? And we're going to keep on going. Watch. And it's going to curve a little bit. We're going to go out and then curve and then stop right about there. Could be a little shorter, could be a little longer. Don't worry. Like I always say, your drawing is going to look different from mine. It's still going to look like a penguin. Don't worry. That's how these drawings are designed to work. All right. You do the basic kind of lines here and there, mostly the same, and you're going to be just fine. All right. Now, since I've already got this line that was interrupted here, I'm going to pick it up right here and carry it down and stop right about there. Okay. So these are about the same length. See that? And then I'm just going to connect them. Little curve, or it could be straight. It really doesn't matter. All righty. Are you ready? Now we're going to do the tail, and this tail is going to be interesting. I'm going to do a C curve. It's going to be a shallow C curve. Here it goes. And it's going to clip that corner and come up here like that. Simple as that. And now here comes a straight line. Straight line there. That's that cute little penguin tail, all right? And now I'm going to do an enormous S-curve. Now, if you're going to do a really long S-curve, you don't have to do it all at once. You can do it in sections. Let me show you what I mean. All right, I'm going to start from the bottom and watch. I'm going to do first a big one that goes up to here. Look, I'm not drawing. I'm just showing you where it's going to go. It's going to go up and around like this. So here we go, up and around. I'm going to stop right there. You pick up your pencil. You don't have to do this all in one piece. You can do it in 3 or 4 pieces. It does not matter, okay? Now watch this. Other direction and stop right there. All right. Now a little line for the beak. I'm going to start here and just carry it back like that. And that separates the top beak and the bottom beak. Is that what you call them? I don't know. I'm not a penguinologist. What do you call somebody who studies penguins? I guess it'd be some kind of an ornithologist, right? I had a professor in school who was an ornithologist. He was in charge of our dorm. Nice guy. All right, ready? Here we go. Now for the eye for the penguin, instead of drawing an actual circle, I'm going to do more of kind of an oval shape because I think it's funnier. So here we go. Oval, like that. And then I'm going to draw a circle inside it, okay? Circle. Doesn't that penguin eye look funny? I just think that's a funnier shape for the eye. And now for the legs. What we do is we come down here to the bottom of the penguin, and here's your halfway point, right? I'm going to move to the right of that, and I'm just going to do a little line right there. There's one. And then I'm going to do another line here like that. That's 2. All right, so this penguin's going to be walking. And for the foot, all I do is a simple C curve, and it's a really shallow one. Watch this. C curve, about that long. And now for that other foot, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do a C curve, all right? Shallow C curve. Here it comes. C curve. Isn't that cute? You can see that penguin waddling around, just walking like that. Alrighty, now here comes some details. Just a couple of little lines. See these little short lines I'm drawing? Doesn't that make a big difference? A few details here and there really go a long way. Now you have a choice. Would you like to color any of your penguin? Well, of course you can. Now, you know that penguins have a dark back and a light belly, right? Did you ever know the reason for that? It's because when they're swimming, if you're looking down towards the surface of the ocean, right, above the ocean, the dark color of the back of the penguin will blend in with the murkiness of the water, so it's camouflaged. And if you're underneath the penguin looking up, you're going to be looking up towards the sky through the water where it's bright. And so the white underbelly of the penguin will also help to be camouflaged from that direction. Pretty cool stuff. So if you want to, you could color your penguin dark on one side, right? And leave the belly light. Or you don't have to color it at all. Totally up to you. What if you want to make a pink penguin? Well, go ahead and make it pink. Nobody has any rules about what colors you make these penguins, all right? Totally doesn't matter. I like to color the back like this. I think it just looks more penguin-y. That's a word. And there you go. By the way, do you know what a penguin's favorite relative is? Antarctica. Alrighty, now here's another thing you can do with your penguin. You can give it a little environment. I'll show you a trick, okay? We're going to draw a line here. Stop. When we get to the penguin. And we pick up that line on the other side of the penguin. We just carry it out here like this. All right? Maybe even a little further if you like. Now watch this cool trick. I'm going to do a sort of a C curve like this and stop. And then I'm going to do a straight line like that. Now watch again. Here comes a longer C curve. Stop. And then another line like that. Okay? Let's move this up so you've got plenty of room to see what I'm doing. One more C curve. Here it comes. C curve. All right, now watch this cool trick. After I've done this sort of a zigzag pattern, C curve straight, C curve straight, C curve straight, right? Watch this. I'm going to draw a diagonal line and just stop like that. Now, see right here where we have the straight line about to become a C curve again? I'm going to do the same kind of line I just did, only a little longer, like that. And I'll do it one more time right here. Now, all you have to do is repeat these lines. See these three C curves? Watch. C curve and C curve, and then a little bit of this one like that. And all of a sudden, your penguin is standing on some floating ice. And how do I know that? Well, look, I just do a little wavy line like this, and then I can just do some other little wavy bits here and there. Isn't that cool? Now, if you want to, you can also do a few lines like this. And there is your penguin ready to go for a swim. Maybe we could put a little sun back here, right? Nice sunny day for a swim. There you go. I hope your penguins turned out great and you can completely customize them. Give them a baseball hat if you like, whatever you want. I'm going to move him over there. And it's time next for us to do what is it. So I'm going to draw something and you have to tell me what it is. All right. Now we've done this before and you trust me, you know I'm not going to try and fool you. Are you ready? Pay attention. Here it comes. All right. Everybody watching? Up, down, up, and down. Is this too easy? And then around we go, and around we go. And now we go like this. 1 and a 2. Too easy? And a 1 and a 2. And as usual, all I have to do is say to you, what is it? And you can tell me in the chat, and I'll look at your answers. A rabbit. A rabbit. Everybody seems to think it's a rabbit or a bunny. Oh, Twee, you're very clever. You've seen that before. You've seen that. I know you have, the bunny or duck. Yes, the old duck-rabbit illusion. But I would never do that to you, would I? A crocodile, says Dustin. That's funny. It's a penguin. An upside-down bunny. An octopus. Aha, that's funny. Well, folks, you know me too well, because as usual, it is not what it seems. No, this is not a rabbit. Let me show you what I mean, because when I turn it around, watch what happens. Are you ready? We go like this. A 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2. Uh-oh, here he goes again. Sorry, you just can't trust me. You cannot trust me. Because this, my friends, is that lecturer professor who's walking around the room, checking on everybody to see if they're up to any nonsense, being bad, right? Here he is. Just like that. Yep, he wants to check on everybody and see, are they doing the right thing, right? Are they taking that test? Are they looking at some comics? Well, I've done it again. I'm sorry, I fooled you with that one. Try it with your friends. And while you're taking that in and admiring the amazing skills that I have to fool everybody with a little drawing, I'd like you to be thinking about an animal and an activity, because this is one of our favorite things to do, which is to take an animal and have it doing something strange or funny or just normal. That's fine too. But we want to have an animal doing something, and I'll try my best to draw it as quickly as I can in the time that we have remaining. And so I'll look at the chat for your suggestions. I also got a really fun suggestion from somebody via Twitter, which I think tomorrow I'm going to do because it was a good one. So stay tuned for that. All right, so I'll look in the chat and see what we have for our ideas. A lizard DJing. Hey, wait a second. Why do I have this feeling that Koi mentioned that one to me? All right, let's see. Lizard DJing. I think I might have to do that. That's just a really, I'm thinking in my mind of a gecko with the headphones on, well, one earpiece, hand on the turntable. That's a good one. All right, that's going right here. I'm thinking about it. Rabbit doing a handstand. Another rabbit? Didn't we just do a rabbit that was upside down? What else do we have here? Serious. I'm not sure what serious means. Skydiving giraffe. A chameleon meditating. I like that. That's very cool. Hey, while I'm reading these, I want to tell you guys an interesting fact about penguins. Did you know that the tallest penguin is the emperor penguin? It's almost 4 feet tall. I bet that's as tall as some of you out there. And the smallest penguin, not a lot of people know this, is actually the little blue penguin, which can be 16 inches at its tallest. 16 inches, a tiny little thing. I'd love to see one of those sometime. What else we got here? A Greek velociraptor. I like that play on words. Shark attack. Yikes, that's a scary idea. The dodo. That's funny. What does a dodo look like? I'm trying to picture that in my head. All right, I tell you what. Here we go. I'm gonna try this lizard DJing. Okay, Twee? So we're gonna take our little professor guy and slide him over to the left. All right. And then we're gonna take our penguin and we're gonna shrink it down with some magic shrinking powder. There we go. There it goes. And just plop him over there to the right. And that frees me up to have plenty of canvas here in the middle for this DJing lizard. And I'm gonna use a lighter color and we're gonna do our sketch. All right, so I'm thinking lizard shape head. All right. And we've got headphone right here. And then one piece just sitting on top of his head like those DJs do sometimes, right? You see how they have just one on top. Gonna have the tongue sticking out. I think that's kind of funny. All right, here's our lizard head. And I'm gonna have this hand on the turntable, right? One hand is gonna be up, saying, come on, everybody. Let's dance, all right? Little lizard hand. Give him a funny sleeveless shirt like this. And then the other hand coming around here on the turntable, like so. How's that? So far, so good? Is that looking lizardy to you? All right, now we have to do the turntable. So what are we gonna do? Ellipse, ellipse, ellipse. There it is. And then I need to have another ellipse, I guess, right? Maybe I should have that first ellipse over here and the second one over here. Change your mind when you're doing sketches, folks. That's the time to change your mind. Don't commit to something that you don't like, right? There we go, there we go. Alrighty. He's gonna have a little smiley face on his shirt. I just like that. And then behind the turntable, we can see that lizard tail. Got to have some dials and some knobs and things. I'm no expert on DJing, but I've seen what that looks like before. So I'm just kind of faking it as you do. So that headphone part's going there. This one's gonna be stuck on the ear. I like that. All right, gonna have some action lines. And here is our DJing lizard. Okay, now I know this is old fashioned because now they don't even use records, do they? Or do they still use records? Somebody let me know if you've been to a club in the last 20 years because I haven't. I'm not embarrassed to say that. You know, you run out of energy after a while, right? Give him a little skinnier neck. There we go. And maybe like some bumps. That's kind of cool. And there is our sketch. Now, what do you do after you do your sketch? Well, then you have to do the confident line work, right? I'm going to erase that because I think I'd like that tongue to be more sort of like that. That just works for me. That's funnier. I think I'll probably also have some music notes, right? Just like that. It's kind of cool. What do you think? How's that looking? All right, we're gonna move him over here. And now it's time for me to use darker lines, right? So I'm gonna sample that color. I like that dark color like that. I'm gonna take that sketch and knock it back a little bit with autoplay. Let's say they use a laptop, Justin says. Ay, ay, ay. Oh man, I tell you. Some DJs definitely use old school records. Sweet, glad to hear that, Paco. Alrighty. So let's do this. Are you ready? Boom. Oh, I always do this. I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. Boom. Boom. How do you draw headphones? You know, I kind of know like the basic shape, but the way they're all like connected and everything to the earpiece, I'm just making this up as I go, right? That's how you sometimes have to do it. You invent stuff that kind of feels right, you know? No shame in that game. At least not for me. Okay, and then this ear piece is actually attached in the right little spot there. That funny little lizard eye right there. There's one. And a two. You notice how those shapes of those eyes are different? Because this lizard, we're looking at it from a 3/4 view, right? So I have to think about that stuff when I'm drawing. We know that those eyes are the same size, right? We know those eyes are the same size. But from the angle where we're viewing this lizard, right, they're not, because it's a 3/4 view head. So we have to adjust for that when we draw. Here comes that tongue. Woo! Sound effects always help, folks. Alrighty, and he is excited. Get this crowd moving. Do lizards have hands like that? Absolutely not. Does it matter when you're doing a cartoon DJ lizard? Absolutely not. It's one of the fun things about drawing. You can make anything happen, right? Hey, I like photography, but with drawing, sky's the limit. There's his little t-shirt. And now here comes this hand spinning that record. Whoops, let's go round and up like that. Alrighty, now the turntables. First we get the table there. Let's do a straight line. When I draw straight lines, by the way, I've said this before in the show, but I like to draw fast, right? If I can move my arm quickly, same with even a curve like this. If I can move my arm fast, it helps me to get those lines the way I want. If I slow down too much, everything goes all kind of wobbly on me. Dials. What do those dials do? Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter, does it? We're making this up. People are generally going to understand what's going on, I think, with this drawing, right? It's something they've all seen before. Everybody's seen a DJing lizard in their lifetime. If you haven't, you just haven't been alive. You haven't been paying attention, folks. Alrighty. There we go. Ready for that tail? 1 and 2. And let's carry some of those bumps there just for consistency, right? A couple little lines here and there. A little shadow under the chin. Some action lines. And finally, there's the music. Alrighty. Boom. Boom. What do you think? How'd we do? Turn off the sketch, and there he is, ready to rock. Well, folks, I think that kind of wraps it up for today. We've done a lot, as usual, together. We've done some drawing, we did a penguin, we did a little what is it, and then we did a DJing lizard, which I just think was so much fun. A little bit of texture here and there. And so it is time for me to say see you later, to sign off. And we're going to see you again tomorrow, same time, same place for some more drawing action. I hope you'll join me then. Everybody stay safe and healthy. and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.